Well, since I have to make them anyway, I thought I'd record and show you how I make earplugs for my horses. This is for cowboy mounted shooting, hearing protection. So since I don't have a darning or knitting needle, I cut a chunk of coat hanger out and I bent it up so that it's got a hook on the end. I don't know if you can see that there. I'll rotate it a bit. But yeah, it's got a little hook on the end to allow you to pull the string through. And I cut a kind of a sharp edge here so that it'll poke through the little foam balls that we use. So I often use shoelaces to connect the two together. I like them connected together because there's less chance of pulling the hair out of the ear with the string on there. You just blink, pull it out, and there's less pull. But if you're like fishing it out with your fingers, it could easily pull out horses' ear hair, and they don't like that. So these are brown and they're too thick. So I changed to using this yellow string that I got from the dollar store. It's literally $1.50. But what I like about it is it's very light, it's very thin, and it's very bright. So you can tell immediately when your horse's earplugs come out because, well, they're on an orange string. So what I do is I poke them through. I'll show you how I did this side. So I'll show you with the next one how I did this. But yeah, I basically poke a string through and I leave about 16 inches or so between the two balls so that you can get them over top of their head when you put them on. So yeah, that's about 16 inches there. So I'll grab a chunk with that little hook that I've got here, and I will cut the little foam ball in half and poke it through, and then make sure the string's on there. It was not on there. Hang on here. And then pull two sides of it through like so. Leave about that much room. And we'll fish through a little bit more here. So this is where you can adjust your length a little bit. So I'm going to make it just a little bit longer here. So we'll pull in there, pull up there. So that's about 16 inches or so. It don't have to be fancy about it. So on the end here, just so that you don't have any burnt parts, like if you were to cut it, you'd have to burn it, and that makes a little bit of a sharp edge on the string. So I just tie a knot in there like that, and then I tie another knot like that. So there's two knots piled up, which gives it enough so that if you really have to, you could pull it through this ball, but it should stay in place if you do that. So there it is. It's in there. Now all you have to do, oh, and by the way, these balls, you can get them at like pet stores. They're cat toys. The ones that look like soccer balls are a little bit bigger, a little bit firmer than the ones that look like golf balls. Golf balls are smaller and quite a bit softer. So these are relatively firm, but they fit in the ears very well, and they're quite comfortable for the horses. Like some of the purchased ones are kind of uncomfortable and thick. So yeah, that's how you do it. And basically you just trim the edges off. Of course, I don't have scissors with me. Look at that. Look at me being prepared for my videos that I wasn't planning on doing. Anyway, here. I've got wired cutters, don't I? So yeah, I just trim off the edges. Yeah, I'll get scissors, but you get the idea, right? So there we have it. We have a set of mounted shooting or whatever horse earplugs. And you just stuff them deep into their ears, and when you're done, you just use a string, pop them out, and the horses don't bother with them at all. So that's how I make earplugs for my horses. Bye.